They try to railroad Karmelo Anthony. What's going on, everybody? And welcome back to the Mind of M1. The verdict is in. After months of debate, arguments, social media battles, news coverage, and countless opinions from every side imaginable, a jury has found Karmelo Anthony guilty and has sentenced him to 35 years in prison. Now, before we get into this, let's make something very clear. This video is not about celebrating. This video is not about demonizing. And this video is not about picking sides or ignoring facts. What I'm interested in is understanding exactly what happened, what the jury saw, why they reached the conclusion they did, and what this verdict means moving forward. Because regardless of where you stand, one thing is undeniable. This case divided people. Some believed it was self-defense. Others believed that this was murder. Some focused on the confrontation itself. Others focused on race, jury selection, media narratives, and whether the system was operating fairly. Today, the jury answered one question. But did they answer all of them? Let's watch the verdict.
Let me interrupt you. The verdict is in. It is 35 years is the sentence, not under passion. 35-year sentence for Karmelo Anthony, eligible for parole after serving half of that time. So,
wow.
There is the sentence.
What's your reaction?
There's the sentence. Wow. Again, I'm coming from a unique perspective. I was a prosecutor. I have prosecuted people that have killed people, that have harmed children, that have harmed babies. I have defended people that, have killed multiple people. I have a death penalty case that I'm a part of right now. And I will tell you, in my 17 years, I think these set of facts, a jury coming to the conclusion that 35 years in prison is an appropriate sentence, is quite incredible. It's quite incredible. I'm slightly blown away. I will tell you that it's important that we always remember here in Texas that you have a range of punishment. The range of punishment for a murder conviction is anywhere from 5 years to 99 years or life. And regardless of the sentence that you receive, in the state of Texas, you are required to serve half of your sentence or 30 years, whichever is less. Mm-hmm. So in this particular instance, he's sentenced to 35 years. Before he becomes eligible for parole, he will have to serve half of that sentence.
Secret Service Sam here with some troubling news. They have just found Karmelo Anthony guilty of murder. This has just dropped. I don't know what this means for Collins County, Texas. I can't imagine the community is going to take this well. As you know, the judge gave manslaughter as an option, but they came back with a murder charge. They ruled that you don't get to meet a shove with a stab. Now, we all know that this seems like it was way more than a shove, and the videos will be released, and we will all get to see those videos for ourselves. But I can't say that justice was served today. How is it that somebody like Rick Chow gets off on self-defense for shooting somebody in the back, a 14-year-old? How is it that George Zimmerman gets off for killing a teenager, Trayvon Martin? This is just not the outcome I think anybody wanted.
America is fucking racist, and we should all be in an uproar because they found Karmelo Anthony guilty when the trial itself shows and proves that the boy is not guilty of anything besides protecting his damn self. Let's go over some facts, okay? There was an all-European jury. That right there is not a fair jury and trial of your peers. He didn't have not a peer in that motherfucker. 9 witnesses testified, okay? And it came out that it's possibly a video that was passed around, yet they don't want the video showed because the video is going to show that Austin was the aggressor. Now, the friend that Karmelo Anthony was visiting under the tent is basically trying to act like he don't even know Karmelo Like, he ain't know him like that, and he didn't invite him under the damn tent. Several people testified that Karmelo was under the tent first and that Austin was the aggressor. It was also stated that the incident went on for about 4 to 6 minutes of Austin bullying Karmelo for no reason. Karmelo never moved him from his seat. They was having a shoving war and he was sitting down. And then Austin came up on him and kind of like landed on the poker. Now, another crucial thing that we must acknowledge is that Austin's dad is friends with the judge that just was the judge on this trial. Like, he's friends with this man, and you think a fair trial has happened. Y'all found this boy guilty of defending himself, but y'all let child go for point blank murder. I'm so sick of it.
Tried to frame it as this 1v20, some 135-pound kid wanting to fucking just take everybody out. It's not fucking reasonable or believable at motherfucking all. He was a kid that went over to a tent. It was raining. The first thing he said when he sat down was, "This is crazy weather." And then when they asked him who he was like, "I'm a nobody, bro." Which is basically like, "Bro, leave me alone. I'm just chilling." And then they get in a verbal altercation, an altercation that Hunter started. And when Hunter started talking shit, being like, "Well, if you're nobody, you should leave." And then it catches Austin's attention. And Austin walked up 5 motherfucking steps to Karmelo where he was sitting down. And Karmelo warned, this was Austin's choice. To all you fucking people out there, is just like, Karmelo should have left. Listen, bro. No, if you're a fucking man and you're just gonna allow any fucking random ass dude to tell you what the fuck to do, and you're gonna put your tail between your legs and be like, "All right, guy, everybody's your daddy, bro." Motherfucker, you're not telling me what to do. Fuck you. That's what Karmelo said.
I made a mistake in the beginning. I joined with the Metcalf family. I made a mistake. I repented, and I spit on the Metcalf family, and I joined the right family, the nigger family. But they're not the nigger family. That's an honorable black man and an honorable black mother who have their children in the same household, unlike the Metcalf family. Austin Metcalf and his brother had been suspended the week before. That's why they didn't know Karmelo was under the tent. It wasn't Karmelo who had been suspended. It was Hunter and the Metcalf brothers who had been suspended. Why? They left track practice, according to the coach, and went fishing. So the coach lied and said, "Well, I technically didn't suspend them. I just gave them." Well, they're saying that Austin was given permission to run the tent. No, he wasn't. The coach just told him, "Step up and be a leader." He didn't run the tent. Those are lies that's being told, so y'all follow me. So the Metcalf brothers didn't recognize who the nigger was, but they knew the nigger. They knew the nigger. They were suspended last week. The kid who says, "Oh, I didn't know Karmelo," have text messages to prove that, guess what? He used to call Karmelo, "Hey, come pick me up, sir. Let's go play basketball together." Karmelo and this kid got multiple pictures, at least 9 different pictures that were presented to the jury to prove that the state's witness lied about not knowing Karmelo. Then Karmelo's mother took a picture that blew their mind. So how can a kid with epilepsy, and by the way, he never brought a knife to school. It was a tool. What kind of tool? A Boy Scouts tool. And it wasn't 6 inches, it wasn't 4 inches. It's a little small tool, compact tool. What kind of tool they call it, Mel?
A multi
A multi-tool that the Boy Scout uses.
You got screwdrivers, everything on it.
Oh shit! Alright, now I can tell y'all how I really feel. Whether you supported Karmelo or opposed him, one thing should be obvious after today. The jury listened to the evidence and concluded that what happened crossed over into criminal conduct. That doesn't mean that everybody will agree with the verdict. It doesn't mean every question surrounding the case just goes away. And it certainly doesn't mean that public debate stops now. But it does mean a group of citizens came together, reviewed the facts, and came to a decision that will impact a young man's life for the rest of his life. 35 years? I mean, think about that. For many people watching this video, that's longer than you've been alive. That's a life-changing sentence. And that's why situations like these matter. One decision, one confrontation, One moment. And now, 2 families have been permanently affected. Before we get out of here, there's a few questions that I'm dying to get answers to. How was the state able to move forward without Karmelo having representation in the jury pool? You know, a jury of your peers? Why did Karmelo's defense team only call 6 of its own witnesses to the stand to testify on his behalf and not cross-examining the 21 plus witnesses that the prosecution had? Why was this trial not open to the public? We've watched countless high-profile criminal cases, celebrity trials, and rapper cases play out in the media and online. Yet in this case, much of the process remained out of public view. Why? And why was the prosecution's witnesses allowed to change their statements from their initial statements on police reports? So let's get into some of the hate that I've been receiving simply from covering this case and asking questions.
Oh, now he's got epilepsy, huh? Epilepsy, and pretty soon he'll have autism, and pretty soon, the freaking Metcalf brothers were freaking, wearing KKK robes and with swastikas on their forehead, shit like that. Yeah, definitely. It's all fucking believable. All of a sudden, this motherfucker's got epilepsy. And it could have triggered a fatal attack. So, people are so stupid. They will do anything to justify killing a white person. They will do anything. They pretend like we were their oppressors because, who? Their overlords are told that we were the ones oppressing them, when in reality, obviously, it was the Blue Star people.
See? Won't even say their names. But you will call us the N-word quick. Freedom of speech.
Well, I'm fucking ecstatic they put this little piece of shit behind fucking bars. You know that? He is freaking worthless turd. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, he was a good schoolboy. Yeah, and he had a 3.9999999999999 GPA. Where? At the school for the stupid? The school for the freaking criminal? The school for the criminally insane? Maybe. That motherfucker can't even speak proper English. Any school that someone like him has a 3.7 whatever GPA is a knock on the school. It ain't freaking something good for him. He's freaking like bright as a box of rocks. I mean, shit. Sharp as a fucking butter knife, this motherfucker was. Anyone that's dumb enough to freaking believe that the white man be keeping you down and they the reason why you have all these problems, and you know what, you should go ahead and kill white man and kill him dead, is a fucking idiot. And you get what you fucking deserve. It's about fucking time the white race gotta fucking win. We gotta fucking win.
You know why Hunter's not taking a stand? He's not gonna pass cross-examination. The reason Hunter's not going to take the stand, and from what I hear, the dad's bought a new truck, the mom's got a new 8-bedroom house. The dad, there's already text messages about the dad bragging on going on European tours. Fuck you, Metcalf daddy. You're a fucking puss. Used to beat those boys' mom. And I'm going to tell you why they're not bringing up the fact that these both guys knew jiu-jitsu. We're not even going to worry about them not bringing it up. We don't have to bring up the fact that Austin knows jiu-jitsu, trained since he was a kid. We'll wait to the closing arguments to do that. We won't bring up the fact that Austin and Hunter both kicked their dad's ass. He's a little short guy, they're big guys. These are some violent white boys. I mean, Neanderthals. These are some violent Neanderthals. So we're not going to bring up the fact that Karmelo didn't run. When Karmelo did what he had to do to keep those guys off of him, he ran straight to a coach. This is what they're not telling you guys. When he took off running, he ran to a coach, and even the coach's testimony, according to the police's initial statement that they got from the witnesses, that multiple children, 4 to 5 children, was chasing Karmelo to harm him. And the teachers had to keep those kids off of Karmelo. They're not telling that part, guy. So then let me go on to say, there's rumors that Karmelo had been suspended and he wasn't supposed to be there. No. No, people. No, people. Let me tell you who was suspended. The Crackers. Cracker 1 and Cracker 2. Cracker 1 and Cracker 2, a.k.a. Austin Metcalf and his twin pink toe pale brother, Hunter.